Hey everyone, so I created this place for the ISI exam. It's a Indian Statistical Institute exam and it's a very niche test. That's why there's a very limited resources online for it. So I'm here to help you with your preparation for it using the Tomato book as a reference. And for the book, you can look it up online. And I recommend you to at least spend 5 minutes on each question yourself. And also don't mind the voices in the background. My mic wasn't working properly at that time. So yeah, we should get started. So, starting from this first question. So, there's a language L1 and language L2 with the string beta and alpha. So, we have to find the L1 dot L2. Now, what are the languages and string? And the string could be the any number, could be the not just number, any word like alpha, beta, C, D, and even the empty space, right? And now the word is the collection of string, but pointed out like in this question. So these are some condition that we have been given. We have the given predefined for it. First there is a word P, and there is a word Q. Now let it be this P as a alpha, beta, alpha, and this Q as a beta, alpha, again alpha. Okay. Now the product of this would be like alpha beta dot beta alpha alpha. Now this word would be the sequence of these two number combined, alpha beta beta alpha alpha. Now this is the new word. Now for the language. Now language is the collection of the words for, like, consider this one L1 or this one L2 containing X word containing Y words. Now L1 dot L2 would be like X1 into, not into it, and it will be concatenation of these two words with a different iteration with all possible words possible by choosing any of the numbers. I like, for example, like if it is the X is alpha beta and Y is beta alpha, then this L1 dot L2 would be like uh, continuation of beta alpha by 0 1 and 0 1, or more specifically this would be look like this. Like there's a two word, right, and there's a beta alpha. So now this one would like alpha beta alpha square, and for this one this would be like beta square and beta alpha. Do you see right there? Like this is the iteration of every possible number coming from the combination of at least two or many more numbers from these languages. So this is the definition of we have been given before these three questions. Now let me read all of this. Now, now with the given different definition, we have been asked these three questions. For the first one, it's L1, which has a word defined as alpha power n, and for L2 it's a beta power n. Now for L1 dot L2, now for L1 and L2, what would it look like? Now these are the sequences of these factors for L1 and L2. with their definition that I've told you all before. Like if language has x and another language has y, then product of those will be x y into n 0 1 2 3 and n 0 1 2 3 until n. So same goes for this one. So this should be look like alpha power n, beta power n. Not n, it's gonna be m, where n iterates from 0 to infinite, and m iterates from 0 to infinite. So this should be an answer. C option. And why not L1 union L2? Because wait, because L1 L2 means alpha of n, beta of n. Uh, like assume n equal to 3, then it would be look like alpha 0, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha 3. And for beta it gonna look like beta 0, beta 1, beta 2, beta 3, like which is not the desired result that we came through the definition. It was this. So yeah, this option is wrong. And this one, language consisting of all word. Now for this one, like if this language consists of the all word, then it should contain the a term like beta alpha, where beta is at the first place and alpha is at the last place. But with the desired result, here alpha is in first place and beta is in the last place. So yeah, this is also wrong. And this one is also wrong because uh, of course there is iteration of a different combination. There is nothing given like this n or m is equal. So yeah, so C is the correct option. Now for second question of this part. Suppose L is a language and which contains an empty word and has the property that whenever P is in the L, the word APB is also in the L. The smallest such L is. So we have to find the smallest such L is. So we have to find the smallest language set that can be made, or that can be that can satisfy this condition that if there's a P word from the L only, that when it combines with the alpha and beta, it would be also a subset of this L. So for that, let's assume L is a wait. I have given that L is empty word, contains an empty word. Uh, so this is the empty word. Now the P is also in the P is also in the L only. So for let's assume P is equal to empty word first step. Now for and the word A P B should be equal like A B, and this would be a 1, so this should be like A B, and this is also in the language only, so we would add this term in the language A B. Now take P as alpha B, second term, and put it in the word, and put it in this word, which would look like alpha square and beta square. And again, now add this term again the language, because we have to find the smallest possible language that can be created that can satisfy this condition. So that will be the way. empty word and square. Now if you see the pattern right here, like with the algorithm, that we are taking p equal to add p as the end element of the L. Assume it as alpha r and beta r, and for the word to be, and the word alpha pb, it's gonna be alpha r plus 1, alpha br plus 1, and this is also in the L. So our subset gonna look like empty word alpha b, alpha r plus 1, br plus 1. Let r equal to n plus 1, then it will look like alpha n beta n. So this is our language, smallest possible language that can satisfy this condition, where an address from 0 to 1 to infinite. So our so here our B option is correct. Now talking about the A option, like it is also correct, by the way. Like if we remove this smallest condition, that it is also correct in here, because it is also containing all of the numbers, I mean it is also uh, satisfying this condition. Like if you take any example from it, for example, like you put n equal to 1 and b equal alpha equal to square. Okay, so this is the one word that we took from the L, put it as b, and put it in the word alpha p beta. Now it would be look like alpha square beta cube. So now, because of this expression that we know, that is the combination of all possible words that can be made from alpha and beta. So this is also inside that L only. That's why this is also the correct option, but considering the smallest condition, we have to consider this one only, B option. So now for the third part of the question. Suppose L is an opposite the language. It contains the empty word, which is the this one. And to clarify, and by the way, this empty word is equal to any string, okay, any string to the power of 0, so it is equal to 1 only. Now the word, it contains the empty word, the word A and the word B, and has the property that whenever P and Q are the two words that we can choose from the any collection of the word from the language L. So they are also from the L, like I said. And now this is our main condition that we should take care of. That product of P and Q is also in L. So here again we have to find the smallest one. So starting from the question, like let me write it down the condition. Like L contains empty word alpha and beta. Now if we take P and Q, like these are two words, like if we take P and Q as first one, as for the first step, we take P as empty one and Q as any of the alpha or beta. So you may write down more clearly. Q as any of the alpha or beta. Then product of those gonna be always in L, always in L element. So we don't have to take concern about this one condition. But if we take P and Q if we take P and Q from any part of the except the empty word, like take P as a alpha and beta. So So for this one we have to take a so for this one p not q, we have to add this one to again this l. So we should start it. Take p as alpha and q as beta. So we so it's gonna be p and q alpha beta, and it's also in the l. Now take p as alpha and q as alpha. So p and q, it's gonna be in alpha squared, so it's also gonna be in l. Now take p as beta and q as alpha, and then p not q gonna be beta dot alpha, and it's also gonna be in l. Now you can iterate from many ways. Like if we, now it is also in l, so I'm gonna take it as p and gonna take q as this one before one alpha square. So p and q gonna be look like, okay, so right, beta alpha q. So here we can see that p and q or l should include to this term, like mostly mostly where alpha is in the first place, or there's a single alpha, there's a single beta, or beta is in the first place, and there are iteration of it or combination of it, like alpha beta 1 alpha 1 beta square alpha 2 beta q, blah blah blah. So it's gonna be alpha and beta and for this one also, this where beta is in the first place and alpha is in the last place, so it should also include every iteration or combination of all of these possible outcomes. Like here beta is equal to 1 and beta square alpha 1 beta cube alpha 4 and blah blah go on. So it's gonna look like beta n alpha n. Now this is alpha n, now this is beta n, as usual, and this empty word. So which small language include all of these? So let's check out the option. Here now it is the, if I write it more clearly, beta into, and this is the form of the word that we get from this. This option is saying that there's a word in this option in this way, but you can clearly see in this also, like there's a alpha in first place and beta is in last place, but we also have this term where beta is in the first place and alpha is in the last place, so it is not the correct one. And for this one where alpha is in the first place, beta is in the last place, so this is also not correct. Only correct option is the language consisting of all possible words. So yeah.